We are your ray of sunshine on this rainy day. It's nice to have you here on the, well, maybe you are the ray of sunshine for us. Great to have you here on the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. It's raining. Yeah, look at it. Oh, you know, we are, I'm trying to figure out, like, if we're overly excited about the rain because this summer's been so dry, or if it's just the fact that we haven't really, I can't think of the last time we've had about 20 hours of just steady rain, Mike.
I'll be honest, I can't either. We have had higher rainfall totals.
Sure, like a massive downpour.
Because of a thunderstorm or whatever,
Right.
but region-wide, it has been months, is my estimation. I'm going to get an answer to that for you for the 7:34 p.m., the new show that you're going to be back here
good.
to start.
Yeah, real nice.
That is a joke. But I will get an answer for you and put it on my social media. All right, radar this morning. You mentioned it is raining. There's this really narrow band of rain, Jason. It's kind of interesting. This started out about 150 miles wide this morning. It's now shrunk a little bit, and that trend is going to continue, while at the same time, you can see the eastern edge of that has been retreating westward. So now the East Metro drier than the West Metro, but I do think we're still dealing with at least off and on showers through most of the metro through the middle part of the afternoon, and then by late in the afternoon and toward the evening, things will turn finally drier as our rain chances drop. Temperature today about 50 or so, which is right around average. Tomorrow and Saturday, much warmer, and then Sunday for Halloween cooler. So I don't know, it's a weekend Halloween. Some people, you say, probably are going to go trick-or-treating on Saturday?
Yeah, you know, a lot of time the trunk-or-treat type community activities will be on Saturday, and you'll do your at-home stuff on Sunday.
That'll be the warmer day, Saturday for sure. But even Sunday with highs in the mid-40s, it's certainly been colder.
All right, very good. Mike, thank you. Appreciate the update. We'll be updating you all day on CBSN Minnesota for sure on our streaming news platform. Let's talk about Halloween right around the corner. It is your yearly reminder that Minnesota is full of good haunts. Oh, yes. How about a haunted hotel? Oh. I mean, you can sense it. We're in central Minnesota. John Lauritsen went to the Palmer House in Sauk Center, where several guests have said they had some sort of paranormal experience. From the footsteps in the hallways, shadows in the foyer. Ooh. Can you hear the ghost of Sinclair Lewis? So we want to know, do you believe in ghosts? Have you experienced something haunted? I did a story years ago when I was just a child reporter. Forget the name of the hotel. I'll update you on that in the 7:34 p.m. as well. Yeah. I will reveal my haunted experience in that hotel at the end of the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. So leave your comment on Facebook. The WCCO TV Facebook page will share. I want to know about your paranormal experiences, your haunted experiences, and we'll share that in a couple of moments. Governor Tim Walz saying Minnesotans are going to have plenty of options to vaccinate their younger children against COVID-19. Next week, that smaller dose of Pfizer's 2-shot vaccine expected to have full approval for those kids who are 5 to 11 years old. And I know a lot of parents have been very nervous about kind of re-entering society, even if they're fully vaccinated, because their younger kids are not. And the governor is saying the state has a network of more than 1,100 providers ready to rock, get those kids vaccinated. It'll be a broad approach: pediatricians, pharmacies, schools, community clinics. Next week's approval would be a big deal, and it would make another 500,000 Minnesota kids eligible for the vaccine. Some people will make the choice not to do it. Talk to your pediatrician, see what they think. But that option will be available for a lot of parents who want it. St. Paul's Police Chief Todd Axtell said he is not going to seek another term. I reached out and said, hey, Chief, let's talk about it. And he wanted this Facebook post to speak for itself, at least for now. He said he's going to, fill out his 6-year appointment, which ends next June. On Facebook, he wrote that he spent the last few months in deep reflection, called this a difficult decision. But this morning we are hearing from leaders of community groups who work closely with the department.
Todd Axtell was there interacting and engaging. So our journey with him has been really a positive affirmation that our police officers are human.
But I think he's been very good in terms of, trying to keep his officers from engaging in conduct that angers the community. But at the same time, he is going to defend his officers, and we've definitely seen him do that.
You need to do better.
Michelle Gross from Communities United Against Police Brutality is hoping the next chief will be an external hire, hoping for a fresh set of eyes and ideas. Axtel said, it's time to serve his community in another way. So you sort of wonder what does that mean exactly? He's been with the St. Paul Police Department since 1989. Police trying to figure out who abandoned 4 puppies at a golf course. Who would do this? Oh, come on. Chaska Police Department posted these photos on Facebook. They say these puppies turned up at the Chaska Town Course yesterday morning. Police think somebody in a red Nissan pickup truck left them there. Secondhand hounds, awesome, awesome people, awesome nonprofit. They are caring for the puppies for now. The rescue says 2 of the dogs have infections, but they'll get them fixed up. Still want to find out who did that. It's a question we all face at some point. What do you want to be when you grow up? Ron's been asking me this question for the last 18 years here at CCO. When will I grow up? May never happen. This is a cool idea at the Minneapolis College. So 7th graders getting a hands-on look at the possibilities their futures could hold, especially in some of the areas that maybe if you're in 7th grade, you don't think like, all right, this is what I want to be. These are students from Franklin and Northeast in Minneapolis. And look at some of the presentations like HVAC, career. So like heating, air conditioning, aircraft maintenance, machining, nursing, architecture, button pushing. That seems to be what our video is. It's pretty cool. Right? Oh, come on. You get to use the... Like, I want to do this. I want to play with the machines. This is great. You hope it really inspires these kids, opens their eyes to different sorts of career paths, and that fair continues today. So more students will get the chance to try to explore this. About 250 middle schoolers in all. Boy, every middle schooler should have that opportunity. Halloween is this weekend. Do you believe these National Retail Federation surveys? Like, it's like asking me how many people should watch the local news. Jason, how many people watch the 734? Well, my forecast is that the CBSN Morning Update will be watched by 1 billion people this week. So here's what retailers say people are going to be doing. Yeah, it's going to be between $843 and $859. We think a lot of it's going to be online. $218 to $226 billion. They're trying to scare you and tell you selection could be limited this year because of ongoing supply chain struggles. At the same time, everybody's telling us, like, no, we're Target, we're fine. Best Buy, we're fine. So who knows? We'll see what it really is like. But if you want something specific and you see it, maybe you want to get it. I think they're trying to get us to shop before everything goes on sale, personally. That's like my little skepticism on this. Big milestone for the U.S. with its first passport issued with an X gender marker. State Department has updated their gender-inclusive policies. And look, anyone who spent any time with the younger generation knows there are so many more young people who are identifying as non-binary, intersex, gender non-conforming. Generation wants to kind of define themselves instead of being fit into a box. And so the passport agency making that possible, those X-gender passports. Previously, you needed like a medical cert of, you got to get a doctor's note, all of that stuff. So big milestone there. And for those of us who are older, get over it. Doesn't really matter. You can put whatever you want on your passport. All right. That's my advice. That's my advice on most things, right? Get over it. It's going to be fine. We'll get through it together. It's all going to be all right. Okay, are you ready for something a little haunted, a little spooky? Let's hear about your haunted experiences. Maggie May once saw a ghost at an event in Hastings, was standing at the top of the attic stairs in the Leduc house. Whoa. I've never seen a ghost. I feel like I've sensed other kind of activity, but I've never really felt like I've been in the presence of a ghost. How cool, Maggie. Thank you. Here is Joanne. There's a pub in London that is reputed to be haunted. One night, I walked from the bar to the loo and passed through a really cold area that caused me to shiver. Then a plaque on the wall fell to the floor. When I mentioned this to the bartender, he commented it was probably just the ghost of a soldier who haunted the pub. Oh, that's so cool. Joanne, thank you. I love the idea of a ghost, she writes. Kevin says in my hometown, Chippewa Falls, there's a ghost tour of downtown establishments that have supposed ghost sightings. That'd be fun to go on. Thank you, Kevin. Here's Cindy. Cindy thinks they do exist in some form. I worked at the old building in downtown Minneapolis when it was Schmidt Music, and I heard stories from folks who went to the dark basement level and heard footsteps behind them. And no one was even behind them who was visible. Building's been up since the 1920s. I mean, when I was in college, yeah, Addie, our director, said Johnston Hall, 5th floor. Johnston Hall was haunted, and I mean, I'm telling you right now, when my time comes, I will not be leaving WCCO. I won't leave your streaming device, your iPhone. I will haunt all of you. This image will haunt you people for the rest of your lives. This has been the Morning Update from CBSN Minnesota. Just like the haunting image of me cackling at you, CBSN Minnesota is always on. We'll do this again tomorrow unless my time does come, which is an open question every single day here at this TV station.